Merry Meet. Now I'm going to have a reading for Sagittarius forecast for 2022. So let's see, my dear. Or Mr. It can be for both men and women, you know. Sun, moon, and rising. Coca-Cola. It seems like to me, Sagittarius, that financially it seems to me that many of you have been working quite hard in 2021. That both the King of Wands and that there might be someone special for you, that you have met someone, maybe through your workplace, or that there are, this can be you, of course, one of you, that you have met another fire sign, or that you have someone special, that you, it might be someone that you met through a party, through friends, that since you met this person, whether you're a man meeting a woman or a woman meeting a man, you know, it's both of you. And that not so often happens, actually. No, Sag, look at this. And there might be a great deal of reason to celebrate and be happy. Maybe you're partying a lot together, or doing a lot of fun things, being great friends, and maybe this relationship is built upon friendship, you know. Though there might be some hardship here, you know. It seems to me that there might be this tension, that there's a lot of tension in 2022, you know. That there might be in 2022, and when this year starts, that there is a lot of delays and misunderstandings, and even papers that suddenly gets lost. There is like, you might feel like someone is pulling the threads in some way, you know, pulling the string and just destroying your expectation, plans, and projects. You feel quite unlucky, and all of this is creating a lot of tension. And you might feel like this is quite unfair in some way, because this is sun, moon, and rising Sagittarius. So this is, some of you might feel like there is this tension between you and this relationship also. But I feel like there is this tension, and that you feel like no matter what you do, you are met by challenges and obstacles, you know. As I said, that you feel like someone is enjoying and is quite enjoying themselves, and that someone is destroying your plans. And there might be a lot of arguments and fights, you know, that there might be when the Ace of Swords comes upside down, you are usually filled with fights. And I feel like for many of you, this relationship is what will be important for you. So I will, though this is a general reading, I will feel like this is something you need to know. That, but if you can both look at this as a way to clear the air, try not to focus too much on the negativity, though. Try to look at them a little bit positive, you know, like a positive way of cleaning the air. Look at it in an optimistic way, you know. All ties will also be cut in 2022. And the way it will happen will be with harsh words, you know, sharp words that arguments, fights with words. Physically, that card often points at mental stress, and there is this lack of balance in some way. Maybe you will meet someone that is quite tyrannic and powerful, or maybe you have a tendency to act this way yourself, you know. Think about, you know best yourself, Sag. And you should be careful about acting this way, because you can lose something. This relationship is quite good. You have maybe some of you will feel like you're better off as friends. Maybe some of you feel that you are too much alike. Overall, I feel like there is this lack of balance between you, or inside of yourself, Sagittarius. There is this some of you might feel like things is getting stopped and locked in some way, and that this imbalance, inner imbalance, and this even you are psychologically unbalanced, that creates a lot of tension. And justice might be quite important to you now in 2022. But there will be peace after this fighting. I feel like there will be peace after a difficult period in the relationship, especially for those of you that are in a relationship. But overall, actually, Sag, I feel like there will be peace after a difficult period. But there is something uncertain with the peace, There is something about the peace that is not decided. That the original tension that created the problem still lingering, and that is something you have to solve, because two swords often tell you about a moment where everything is quiet before, under, or after the storm, and I feel like there is a lot of things that you need to solve before everything can say that it's going smoothly. Maybe there are a practical case like a court or justice, or some form of negotiations, you know, that, how can I put it? The thing I must say to you is that justice will be served, you know. And there is this tendency to do things that I feel like, you know, that though there might be peace and justice will be served, I feel like there is this, how can I put this in English? That there is this feeling of wanting peace no matter what, you know. Don't this this, for some of you, you might be quite frightened to shake the boat because you are afraid of disturbing the peace, you know. And there might be some financial problems in 2022, especially when it comes to your home. I feel like there is this, maybe some of you will I feel like some of you might have some tension when it comes to money. And it might be some family, maybe some of you are having a burdensome family that maybe that can be, you know, if you have a religious family that view the only way to God, only one way as the right way to God, and you are choosing another religion, they can turn away from you. Most of all, it's pointing at a burdensome family. Maybe there is some problems in the family. Maybe a family member are sick, especially when it comes to an older relative, for example, your father or your mother, that you are concerned about their health in some way. I feel like when it comes to home, there is a reason to celebrate. Maybe this fire sign that you met, maybe you will find some place that you will move in together, actually, in 2022, if that not already has happened. But it might be some difficulties when it comes to this. I feel like for many of you in 2022, there is this fear of change. And there is this fear of change, a feeling like this has to do with this home. Maybe some of you have to move or are looking for a new place to live, or the place that you live under, maybe it can be problems. You feel like you are walking in syrup in some way, Sag. And I feel like there might be maybe some of you, I must say this because it might be that some of you will have, how can I put this without, this may make you want to have some flirtations when it comes to drugs. I feel like there is someone in your life, maybe a water sign, you know, a young man or It might be an adult, maybe in his 20s, 30s, maybe even 40, if he's quite have a young character. But I feel like there is this water sign that is quite lost, you know. He's quite emotional, unstable, and he's often asking other people for advice. But there is something that you are waiting for, Sag. But there is love there. There is so much love, and there will be comfort. Things will be all right in the end. Maybe some justice will be served, you know, for those of you that are doing your best and not giving up. You got 9 of Pentacles and 9 of, you know, 9 of Pentacles is talking about materialistic comfort, you know, that you have what you need and so on. But it's often lacking the emotional comfort. But you got 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, sorry, right beside it. Sag, everything will turn out just fine. Everything will turn out fine. Maybe there is something. I put 3 extra cards up, and I feel like maybe you're waiting for a maybe there will be a pregnancy, or you will create something new, something like I feel like you will have a lot of healing and the need for rest, and that vacation, a traveling will give you that, you know. I feel like there will be more than enough, so that you will have what you need, and you will get the comfort. You know, sometimes the change that will happen will be something that you are resisting, because when death come upside down, because death is usually not speaking of death. If it's talk about death, it's not you, Sag. It might be someone you know, but I don't like to speak about death. When I see death, I see changes, great changes. That is quite difficult to accept, but necessary. And what's created, what's new, what rises afterwards will be so much better than what was. And there is this great need for a big change, you know. I feel like you are afraid of changes, and you should not be, because there is this great need for change. Things can't go on, because this change, when things settle down a little bit, and if you overcome this emotional unstableness, there is so much good waiting for you, you know. I feel like the word renewal, like maybe you don't want to move, and you have this move is forced upon you, because when death come upside down, it's quite great resistance of this change, that you don't want to move, but it will get better, you know. What coming afterwards if you just can accept the change. It will be much better, you know. So as I said, you are resisting this change in your life, and by refusing to accept it, you create this atmosphere of stagnation around you. Maybe you feel like your energy is letting you down in some way, like you are carrying a big burden. And as I said, maybe feel like you're walking in syrup, you know. Life can be quite boring when you get death upside down. And might seems like nothing has changed in a long time. And all the difficulties and problems is continuing just like before. Yeah, like everything is just continuing like before. And it seems like it all have lost its meaning, you know. I feel like there is this laziness and this that you feel like this burden and this laziness and this loss of energy is poisoning your days, and that you might be too tired to do anything about it. But the card is telling you to wait, to do the best of what you have. For it might not be much you can do about it in this moment. But remember, you will overcome this fear and you will be released, Zag, from your past. Sooner or later, you will start this new cycle after this despair you are feeling. I feel like everything will be just fine. And you might have this fear of you feel like things aren't moving fast enough for you, you know. Let me see what 9 cups and pentacles and death and night, what they are saying. Ber om ett klart svar i minnet. Vad är det du vill visa mig bara? Ber. Vi måste leta ut. Inte betyder. Skickning på 2020. Yeah, there might be someone especially an earth sign, that can be quite helpful in this situation. You know, maybe you should treat yourself, go out in nature, take some healing bath, do things, go to a spa, you know, do things that are good for yourself, because you will meet someone special, or you have someone special in your life, maybe someone that is older than you, that might have Leo in their chart, but they will show you your strength, you know. And I'm not talking about the strength of a lion, like physical strength. I'm talking about vitality, of course, but I'm talking about strength that comes from a strong soul, you know. Maybe a loving animal will come into your life, Sagittarius. Maybe you will find a dog or a cat, or at least I feel like for many of you, our animal will have a healing feeling on you. And you will have this wake-up call, and there might even come someone back into your life that's quite important to you. But it will be alright, Sag. I can promise you that this person will come into your life as a form of teacher, you know. It will come into your life and show you what's on the other side, you know. And as I said, I feel like many of you are having this, how can I put it, this you will have this way of see both sides of a situation, you know. And if you, for those of you that has been involved in some form of fights and arguments and disagreement, you will find a way out of it in some satisfied way. And that is covering relationships, your job, you know, friendship, and so on, all personal relationships. And you will find a way out of this, you know. And you will have a great deal of luck when it comes to your creativity. And you might get many new insights in colors and techniques and ideas or methods that will give you a good result. Because it seems like you are a person that is quite good at working in groups, you know. And that you are actually a human being that is very good at getting the best out of everyone. Like you are a diplomat, you know, some alchemist that Yeah, I feel like many of you will have this wonderful year of change, but necessary change. You need to find this balance, and though if you have been in some arguments or fights already this year, and it's peace now, it's something about the peace that is quite uncertain, you know, so that there is something that you have to solve. You need to find a way to find this balance in your emotions, Sag, because if you don't, this will not be as good solution as it can be for yourself and for those around you, because who can bear to live with or be around someone that is more emotional unstable, you know, and psychological unstable. You need to find this peace inside of you, and get this diplomat that's inside all sags out, and use your fire to creativity and new ideas, and this will, yeah, I think I'll leave it at that, Sag, because it's so much, but I feel like I covered the most important for you. So, and I might say to you, listen to this twice, because so you really get it. So let's see what Archangel Raphael has in store for you for 2022, Sag. Your health, concerning Sagittarius health. You already know that you are emotionally unstable, so that you need to sort that out. And as I said, there will be this earth sign that will be quite important to you. Oops. Prayer works, you know. It's the bottom card. You got second opinion, caffeine free, and exercise is key. Archangel Raphael has heard your prayers and is guiding you to talk with other health professionals to get second, third, or fourth opinion. The Archangel is letting you know that that other opinions and alternatives are available to you for the person you're inquiring about. The situation may require more than one health professional working in conjunction with each other. So this isn't necessarily an indication to change doctor unless you already been receiving that message from your own intuition and experiences. This card validates your urge to take matters into your own hands and become your own authority figure with respect to health concerns. Possible specific meanings are: select a healthcare professional you feel comfortable with and instinctively trust. Research this health topic and take matters more into your own hands. Get a third or fourth opinion until you're satisfied with the answer. The prayer you can do is, Dear God and Archangel Raphael, guide me to the best healthcare professionals for this situation. Amen. And you got caffeine free. You drew this card because caffeine from coffee, tea, cola, or chocolate is exacerbating for the health condition you're inquiring about. Perhaps your consumption of this substance is increasing your anxiety level, which is creating stress-induced body toxins. Anxiety can also block you from feeling safe, happy, and connected. If you are addicted to caffeine, Archangel Raphael can certainly help reduce or eliminate cravings. Recite the prayer below to call upon these divine healing powers. Possible specific meanings are reduce or eliminate caffeine from your diet. Engage in relaxation techniques such as meditation, yoga, or massage. You know, remember what I said about going to a spa, you know, and taking a health bath or spiritual bath, you know, or shower. Engage in relaxation techniques such as meditation, yoga, or massage. Notice your tension level prior to and after consuming caffeine. And be honest with yourself about caffeine-induced anxiety. Know that God is the source of all the energy you could ever need. And the prayer you can say is, Dear Archangel Raphael, I ask you that you cut my cords of attachment to caffeine so that I may honor my body's natural energy rhythms without chemicals. Amen. And the last card is exercise is key. In addition to drawing this card, you likely been receiving an intuitive message to exercise more or to add alternative forms of exercise to your current routine. Let this card be a validation that being active is a key component in your health and healing, even if a consistent workout routine seems unfeasible because of schedules, health, finances, or other apparent blocks. Archangel Raphael can help you find a practical and enjoyable exercise avenue. He also a great motivator for those who procrastinate or avoid physical activity. Possible specific meanings: get outdoors in the, like I said, get in nature, you know. Get outdoors in the fresh air and sunshine for optimal health. Weight management is helpful. Exercise will help reduce your stress level. You're being called upon to strengthen your body. You'll have more energy with regular exercise. And the prayer you can say is, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for motivating me and guiding me to an exercise program that fits my schedule, interests, and budget. Amen. So if you want a private reading, I will let it be at that. And if you want a private reading, you can contact me on Earth Angel Tarot, alphakrell@hotmail.com. Yeah, I will put that, of course, always as in the description down below. And good luck, Sagittarius, because it seems like you are the one that is, Jupiter is making you the lucky one this year. Hang in there, because if you just get a hang of the, not just keeping the peace, but finding solutions to what's creating the tension and the stress and negativity in first place, by finding a solution to the problem, it will not return. Because it's not, the peace will be on a certain peace, you know. So if you just find this, there is some emotional unstableness here that you need to find out and do something about. And a way of doing that, Raphael is telling you to get second opinion from healthcare professionals, or seek a witch, a healer, a massage therapist, you know, someone that can help you like that. And that many of you need to quit your caffeine, because Raphael is making you realize that you should be caffeine free. So for those of you that are struggling with tension and anxiety and stress, and exercise and going out in nature will also be a solution to many of your problems and this emotional unstableness. We all know that physical action and movement and workout and so on, by strengthening your body, you also strengthen your psychological health. So I wish you luck with that, Sagittarius. Remember, it will turn out just fine. Bye. Blessed be. Ha det bra. Hej då.